I really appreciate y'all coming, you know what I'm saying, coming on the show, man, for real. Looking forward to this, man. Yeah, I know, yeah, I mean, you know, parents and stuff come first, you know, for real. We back, Motivational Mondays. This your host, Pierre Hendricks, man. I'm joined with two great individuals today, man. My close friends, Art by Aquemini. This is season 2, man, so we got a lot of stuff. I'm amped to have y'all on here. We've been trying to get you on here for a while, since season 1, you know what I'm saying? I know it's rough being a chef out here in this world, you know what I'm saying, whooping them grits and them eggs, but it's okay, though. Could you tell us a little bit about Art by Aquemini? Tell us a little bit about yourself as well, too, so. Yeah.
My name is Jordan.
Okay.
And I'm the Aquemini part of Aquemini.
Okay.
Aquarius. There we go. I'm the Aquarius part of the Aquemini.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm KA. I'm the Gemini, so.
You the Gemini?
I'm the Gemini, so that's all.
Yeah.
And cooking is an art.
Okay.
So we decided to make it an art label instead of necessarily chef. We're chefs. We look at our food as art. So
okay. I like that. I thought y'all was paying homage to like Outkast a little bit with that. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
okay.
right.
Y'all got swag. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. So tell us a little bit about your story. Like, how did y'all meet? I know y'all are married, correct?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So with the Art by Aquemini, was this something that y'all started as like a team, or was it just, how was it? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So we connected 7 years ago in the military.
Okay.
We were at training, but we met at a party at training. So
a training party?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were at training, and we kind of literally kind of a love at first sight kind of thing. I know it's not about that, but it was kind of a love at first sight.
That's beautiful.
And we just been connected since then. When we did reconnect again, because things happen in your early 20s.
Life happens.
When we did start talking again, when we did start talking again, it was everything was just natural, but we were both in different places in our lives. I knew that I wanted a food business, and he was working at a restaurant, and he was very into food and wanted a food business eventually.
Okay.
So we kind of just were like, okay, well, we both kind of want the same thing, so let's just focus on this together.
Yeah.
And it led to other things.
And then we were like kind of separated for a little while. Like not separated, we were together, but she moved somewhere else.
Okay, didn't live in the same roof.
Yeah. So she was talking about going to culinary school, and I had something else going on, and I kind of just dropped that. And went to culinary school with her.
Literally dropped it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna go ahead and do. But and I felt it. I was like, if this is what you're really into, it makes no sense.
Yes.
I mean, she gave me a little push. Sure you want to do that.
I mean, I did it, but.
Okay. Was this something where y'all had like a plan that y'all put in place before you really evoked and went out and like wanted to start this? Or was it just something y'all talked about? Y'all came up with something together? Like,
well, we're always planning something.
Okay.
We are. No matter where life is for us, I'm a planner.
Okay.
So I'm always looking a year in advance, 6 months in advance. Like, okay, what can we be doing in this month, at this point of the year, or next year? What can we be doing? So we set little goals throughout the year.
Oh, that's wonderful.
For the whole year, like, okay, we need to do this by then. So it just kind of evolved out of us saying, we want to do this.
Yeah, we went to college together. This is my old college roommate. That's why I feel like it's funny that he's a chef, because you know what I'm saying? This man used to burn down the house on a regular.
I'm pretty sure I got a few pictures.
So the biggest thing about you, man, I know you about 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that I say about you is your mentality about how you view your life and approach is something I've seen grow a lot about you, man.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying, not to divulge a little bit on our conversation, but I've seen you overcome a lot of objections in life, stuff that you had no control over. Yeah. And one thing I want to ask you is there a time in your life where you drew back, where you just understood, like, okay, you know what, this is the direction I need to go in my life. This is what I want to do.
Pretty much the time that she was talking about it,
okay.
I kind of like just dropped what I had going on, and we went to culinary school. Because, I mean, I had a lot going on. Like, I had different pieces. I was in the military. I was doing that, and I'm not even in the military anymore. I dropped everything, and I think it was the best move for me. Because I'm kind of a go with the flow type person.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you are. You laid back, man.
I mean, she's the planner, like straight up planner, and I put in like some input when it comes to planning and everything, but my mentality. You know, it's just, I'm gonna go with it. Like,
yeah, and y'all being married too, man. How was that working together, man? Like, how was that?
I mean, it's great. Like,
yeah, I mean, even when we get other jobs, we work together. We work together.
I mean, it's my best friend, you know, like.
That's wonderful.
Like that, I can be around all the time.
Okay. Is there some type of, like, I would say, keys to success that y'all have, that y'all define, like, when y'all measure y'all growth and y'all success with y'all business?
It's literally not dollars. We do not measure it in money because, you know, we wouldn't be successful.
That's beautiful. Yep.
So we look at it as how many people recognize what we are trying to accomplish and what we're doing in our flavors and our creativity. When someone recognizes that we are being creative or that we kind of like to think outside the box with food, that is what the more people recognize that, hey, we don't necessarily like regular food.
Yeah.
We're kind of tired of the restaurant world and all.
Yeah, y'all cooked cactus that one time. I'm pretty sure with that, like, y'all coming up with new creative ways to, like, cook your dishes, you kind of get, like, backlash from other chefs and stuff too. You know?
I mean,
Is there like an appreciation that they have for y'all for stepping outside the box, or is it some more or less of just the fact of, well, these are rookies, they kind of don't really understand?
It's that.
Oh wow.
It's the rookie thing.
Yeah, they think we're so young.
But
like,
I mean,
you know.
Yeah, also, yes, they think we're in our early 20s. But on top of that, they kind of don't understand the thought process or nor understand our backgrounds. I've been a cook in the military. I was a cook in the military for 8 years before any of this ever happened.
Yeah.
So I went through culinary school with them.
Yes.
After that, I went through another culinary school, and then I went through again with him.
Yes.
So I'm not necessarily a rookie. I just haven't put myself out there.
Yeah. You've been preparing yourself really your whole life, just by living.
No, not my whole life. But
well, damn near. I'm gonna ask you first, Jordan. As a child growing up, did you see yourself in this position, wanting to do this? Like, wanted to be in culinary, wanted to cook? Was you like a in the kitchen type of kid?
No.
Oh, how was?
That's why I said not my whole life.
Oh
not
wow.
at all.
So what was the difference, like, compared to you, young Jordan, to now? That you could say.
I was such a rebel. I just was like, that's homemaker stuff. You know, I was like, I don't want to necessarily learn how to cook just to. Of course, it would have been for myself, but at the time, you don't think like that when you're young.
Yes.
So, you don't want to learn how to cook just so you can get a man or, you know.
Just be a homemaker or just one use outside of that. Okay.
I started pretty young. Like, my whole family, like my mom had 5 brothers, 5 sisters. Most of them cooked. Like, so I was always around it, but I didn't really get into it until about high school when I started.
Yes.
You know, I started playing around in the kitchen, and originally I wanted to go to culinary school, like straight out of high school, but it didn't seem realistic. Like, you know, it seemed like something that is a hobby versus something you can make a career out of.
Yeah.
When we had that discussion, you know, I realized that it's what I always wanted anyway.
Yeah.
I went after it. You know?
I want to kind of talk about how y'all are adjusting to what's going on in the climate now with this whole quarantine, COVID and stuff like that too. I'm pretty sure that had to affect, you know, a little bit of the industry of going out and cooking for people as well as working in restaurants. So, I mean, at first, like, how was that when you mentally, how did you prepare yourself to approach it? And then from that, what steps are y'all taking?
Like, we had office jobs, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of shut down or whatever, and it gave us time to focus more on food. And we actually came up with the concept
It ended up being a blessing.
the quarantine date night box.
Oh yeah, I remember y'all posting that. Okay.
So we would do, you know, 2 entrees, 2 appetizers, 2 desserts, bottle of wine, flowers, candle.
So we found a way, like, okay, people can't go out and have dates.
That's true.
I mean, but this is just, like I said, we planned everything. So we were just laying down one day and was just like, you know what? We still want to do food even though it's not necessarily safe to go into people's homes anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what came out of that.
Wow.
This idea, and it ended up being something that.
It's a blessing. It's something that they continue to grow even out once this is over.
It was actually booming. Like, people were hitting us up every week. Like, you know, like,
what's the menu?
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Man. I'm gonna kind of ask a question about somebody who's like not married, not in y'all shoes, but is trying to understand, like, I want to get into this culinary field. I want to be a chef. What would you say to that person? I mean, they love cooking. they're not necessarily have that level of skill set expertise, because you know that's when it comes to like culinary. I sell in a fine wine. It's all about respect and connections, and usually a lot of times that work is. So what would you say to somebody like that getting into that?
Just keep perfecting your craft. Like, don't give up. Like, you know, you're gonna have so many obstacles that come your way, and it's not gonna be an easy path. So,
yes.
It's not easy at all.
Yeah. So just keep doing it. Keep grinding. Like, if you're passionate about it.
Yes.
You know, that comes anyway.
That and be ready to be told that it's trash,
it's not
it's nasty,
it's
not, you know, just be ready for things like that. For somebody who is not so natural for it, but they still want to do it, it's just a lot of reading, watching a lot of Food Network. That sounds crazy, but that's really accurate, because it gives you so many ideas to go ahead and like try it yourself at home. Like the only magazines we have are food magazines. We don't, you know, I have a food section on the bookshelf. You
Okay. Make it a part of your life.
Like just get into it all the way.
Okay.
For you to really understand. It's a lot of aspects to it that people don't realize. It's more than just selling, you know, some plates and just, hey, this is $20 and it's way more than that. If you really care about it, put all into it.
It's like an appreciation behind it.
And that goes for anything though. You know, like if you're passionate about anything, like anything that you're doing, you should always do your research. Like make sure you know what you're getting into. Build your knowledge on it. Like keep growing from it. Like, so I mean, and that's what we've been doing.
K Jordan, thank y'all so much, man. This is season 2. This is big, man. I thank y'all for dropping y'all gems, man, dropping your knowledge. I think a couple things you said that was really important about writing down and not looking for a source of motivation, understanding your passion and your purpose. So thank y'all so much, man. I'm looking forward to y'all next killer ingredient that y'all come up with for y'all next event, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just long as it ain't no snails in there, you know what I'm saying? Thanks so much, man. Season 2 Motivational Mondays is on the way. If y'all know anybody who's a creative, a chef, an artist, involved in politics, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a voice. I would love to have your story heard. So come on here. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Boom. That's good. Thank y'all, man.